Thank you very much, Jitendra Sharma ji. That was really uncalled for. I think he is prone to exaggeration. So please don't believe half the things he said, except the target. My good friend and colleague, Ravindra, Honorable Minister for Mines, Government of Andhra Pradesh. My close associate, first we were together in the Rajya Sabha, now we are both together in the Lok Sabha. Mr. C.M. Ramesh, your local MP and a very proud MP, I can tell you. He's been boasting 80 times, he has told me in the last 2 days. This AMTZ is in my constituency. My constituency. I don't know how many times more will I have to hear that. Somebody very proud of the achievements that all of you have done. Narula ji, we've been hearing about your company for years now. Very grateful for all the service you have done to the nation through times when we really were unknown for medical equipment. Please do keep up the good work, and I'm sure just like what I have seen and experienced today, this sector now will not have to look back anymore. Very distinguished scientists, distinguished executives who run some of the finest companies that I've seen in a long time. All my young brothers and sisters, friends who make the country proud with your contributions. Dear friends, I honestly don't know where to begin. I'm so delighted to be at the Kalam Convention Center. More importantly, built in 78 days. I don't know whether I should check this out. I can't believe you. Our missile man of India will be a proud man today, even though he's not amongst us. I'm sure Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam feels proud about the achievements that AMTZ has done. Congratulations to all of you. Well, I don't want to politicize, but in a way, I would like to connect yesterday's result in the Bihar election to the good work that all of you are doing. I don't know, is there anybody from Bihar here? Very few. When I made this statement in Bihar, when I was campaigning, that nowadays our Bihar boys and girls don't go out, they are building Bihar. I was trolled on social media. I was criticized. The opposition said that what nonsense, this minister doesn't know anything. Biharis have no work, but they are all going out for jobs outside Bihar. What you call palayan in Bihar, right? सब बिहार के बच्चे पलायन करते हैं, they migrate. That is not the story of India today. Today, India, our young boys and girls, they make the nation proud in our country. Otherwise, each one of you could have probably got a very good job internationally. But you make us proud because you work in India. You contribute to the Indian growth story, to the Indian GDP. And that is exactly why Andhra Pradesh, 90% of the seats, or what, 94% of the seats were won by Chandrababu Naidu Garu and NDA combined. Bihar, a state which has never voted like this. You remember the days of, it was said, I don't know how far it is true or false, but by and large we have all known about it, that earlier the thinking process was keep the people poor. Don't give them good jobs. Don't give them good houses. don't make good roads. There should be no electricity at home if they have a television. If you give them electricity and they have a television, they'll start seeing Mumbai and Delhi and start aspiring and wanting more. Keep the people deprived. That has changed in India, and that is the change that all of you have brought about in India. Congratulations to each and every one of you for the wonderful work you have done. Today, India is demonstrating resilience. India is demonstrating self-reliance. India is offering trust to the rest of the world. The world can trust India for high quality. The world can trust India for timely delivery. The world can trust India that a contract will be honored. The world can trust India that if something is done which is wrong, there is a court of law, there is a democratic system, judicial remedy, and you will be protected. And I think the people of Bihar, which is why I wanted to connect it with your achievements, are also experiencing opportunities, are also experiencing the change that 14 bridges on the river Ganga, which has now brought connectivity across the state, where earlier people would just probably live a life from birth to death in a small village, are now going out and exploring options and opportunities. The fact that new airports are being built, new roads and highways and expressways are being built, new ports are being built, electricity has reached every home. We had 7 aims in 2014. I think today we have 23 aims. Who could have thought that in 65 years after independence, we make 7 aims. In 11 years, we add 16. Who could have thought that 300 odd medical colleges will become 780 or 800 medical colleges in 11 years? Who could have ever thought that a country which was largely dependent on the world for medical devices will have one of the world's finest facilities tucked away very quietly in this beautiful green environment, built out of, as was just informed, virgin land with no PIN code, no address, no mobile connectivity, you said. My. And then you make us jealous. I come from Maharashtra, and you tell me you built this building in 78 days. I've been pestering him to tell me how much it cost, who the contractor is, because I have to take him to Maharashtra with me. How many of you are scientists here? Oh. So can you do some cloning technology? I have always been a big fan of Jitendra, and he knows it, I think. So who is going to accept the challenge to clone about 100 Jitendra Sharmas? कोई तो लो challenge इसको. Good, I like that. Excellent, madam. And what we mean by cloning is that now that what you have achieved over here, the work, that good work that you've done over here, the systematic thinking that you have demonstrated over here. I observed when I came in, even a small thing like the roads have been built cement concrete from day one. So that headache of maintenance, that is not there at all. He tells me he has 4-5 lakh square feet ready built sheds all the time. Whoever comes in can start from the incubation center, reach a certain level, and there's a plant waiting for him to take over and even get it on rent at a abysmally low price of 25 rupees a square foot, you say. It's unbelievable. When I say we need to clone 100 Jitendra Sharmas, we need some of you to come up with this dedication, with this commitment. See whether we can create some more facilities. Need not all be in MedTech. The country has so many requirements. After this, I'm going to Brandex. I'm told that's an equally good park on textiles. On innovation, there is so much scope on expanding, let's say, a simple thing like leather footwear. There's so much scope. At one point of time, I used to plead with people that we should start exporting Kolhapuri chappals. Has anybody worn a Kolhapuri chappal? Great. I didn't know so many people here would know about Kolhapuri chappal. Don't you think it's beautiful? Now, suppose we were to export that. I was always convinced we could export $1 billion of Kolhapuri chappals. But sadly, Prada beat us to it. मैं बोलते रह गया, किसी ने कुछ किया नहीं, और प्राडा ने कोल्हापुरी चप्पल रिलीज किए, ऑफर किए कस्टमर्स. अब हमें वो रिवर्स करना है. We have to get that to India, which is exactly what Jitendra Sharma has done. He has inspired youth. He has inspired so many scientists. He has inspired entrepreneurs and innovators. He is willing to think big. He is willing to work hard to achieve big. And I would really wish to see more young men and women coming out with ideas, what can be done. And by the way, he has leveraged government schemes. It's not as if he has gone to a bank and take a loan only. He has leveraged 17 government department schemes to be able to achieve this with literally no capital in his hand. So there is possibilities. Our biggest problem is getting sincere people who honestly use these various schemes that we come up with in the best interests of our nation. Creating jobs, doing import substitution, promoting exports, innovating new products, becoming self-sufficient. And I think the nation performs best when we have challenges. We saw how the nation came up to speed and came up to address the big challenges during COVID. I had the privilege of visiting a plant which made all the RT-PCR test kits during COVID from Amtz. Another plant probably makes 10-12 lakh gloves a day. I still remember, friends, when we had started the lockdown, on the third or fourth day, I had done a video conference with the 35 top business persons of the country, or Indians internationally who have big businesses, with a request that they should try and source from anywhere in the world as many PPE kits as they can get, as many testing kits as they can get, ventilators, whatever equipment at that point of time we thought we may need for COVID. We had almost none. Dr. Trehan told me, the Medanta, he told me we have 6 days of stock of PPE kits. We scouted around the whole world, placed orders, gave advances, which never got fulfilled. We never got those PPE kits in sufficient measure, looking at a country of 140 crore people. But it is India inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who made a clarion call to all of you that we will not give up. We will find solutions to our problems. And our young boys and girls started developing PPE kits. I still remember we got stuck with the glue because there's that particular glue which makes it seal tight. And then DRDO came to our rescue and prepared that glue which made that perfect PPE kit, which we made at probably 1/10 the cost at which we were importing at that time. And lo and behold, in a short period of time, India became the world's second largest producer of PPE kits. That is our capability. We have all the talent. We have skill sets. In fact, the world envies India's talent and skill sets. But very often, we let that go out of the country. Some bright minds don't get that opportunity, and therefore it becomes even more exciting for me to be able to come and meet with all of you to see this wonderful facility. In fact, if at all I have any duty to perform, it is to say sorry to Dr. Jitendra Sharma for having not come earlier. I think it was my duty to have come here much earlier, and I can only apologize for that. But truly, this has been an eye-opener for me today. It has been an exciting visit. It has demonstrated the tremendous capabilities that India has, that we together can do. I can promise you, particularly for innovation, for deep tech, for import substitution, for promoting export or export-oriented products, this is the paper. You can write what you want on this plain paper. Jitendra ji, all of you in this gathering, be demanding. There's a saying that Bhagwan bhi bina mange kuch deta nahi hai. Some people say it's not really true. But I honestly believe that sometimes we fail to aspire big. Sometimes we fail to recognize our own potential. And each one of you here, and the 7,000 across AMTZ, I see as budding entrepreneurs. I see as people who will, in life, each one of them will do something big. Because the environment in which you are working, and I don't mean just the weather, because I come from Delhi, and the AQI in Delhi is something we are always concerned about. But I think each one of you, in this beautiful environment of confidence, environment of achievement, environment of innovation, has the potential to not only make India self-sufficient in this field of medical equipment, but has the potential to serve the world. We have the potential to have another 5 MedTech cities in different parts of the country. In fact, I'm inclined to see we have 20 industrial parks under construction all over the country in partnership between the central and state governments. I would urge Dr. Sharma and his team to see which of those could potentially also be medical equipment hubs, so that the country also can be served locally from different MedTech cities. I would urge you to see which of those would be suitable. Oh, there, you have a long life, Rajat. Oh, you have an MOU? He's the person who's setting up those 20 industrial parks, Rajat Saini. And he's also going to be creating another 100 industrial parks across the country. So take the map of India, use your pointers, and tell us where in the country we have the right locations to expand these facilities. You have a ready template. You have the drive of 7,000 people working here. You have the commitment of so many young entrepreneurs, so many young innovators. And I can assure you, you have the entire government of India at your disposal. Please challenge us to be able to come up to your expectations. And I am sure that I don't need to give a target. We had that conversation in that meeting. We will certainly take this industry to greater heights. AMTZ will certainly be the pioneer, but the country is large. It has large requirements. We want to make medical care available to every citizen of high quality. 140 crore people deserve the best. The 70 crore Ayushman Bharat beneficiaries should get the best, not second best. Just because somebody is poor does not mean that he will not get the best in class quality medical facilities or medical care. And that is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision. And I invite all of you to be a part of this journey to achieve good future for every child born in this country. Truly, I'm amazed. I had a great experience today at AMTZ. I'm amazed at what work has been done in a short span of 7 years. And I have no doubt in my mind that the next 7 years journey will be even more exciting, dramatically bigger, and will take India to glorious heights, which will become, as was the Onida ad, owner's pride, neighbor's envy. Thank you very much.